Leo, what's up? What's going on? I hope you're super well. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Madam Butterfly, or you can call me Diane, if that makes you happy. Whether you are new to the channel or you're one of my lovely subscribers, you're so welcome here. And I appreciate you being here so much. Like, thank you so much for taking the time to check out the reading. We are going to do a career and finances reading today because I haven't done one of those for ages, and also I know money is not like the most important thing, but you know, it certainly helps sometimes, right? Just to know kind of what's going on. So that's what we're going to do. Excuse me, Leo, and you know, hopefully the reading will resonate with you and you'll like it and it'll be useful, and if it does all those things, hopefully, and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I'd appreciate that very much. So let's see what's going on for Leo. Okay, you have the Emerald. Calm your mind, body and soul. So this would be a really good time for you to kind of start taking stock of your emotions. Like, if you're not doing it already, I mean, I know not everybody does meditation, but even if you can work in like 5 minutes of them in the morning or 5 minutes at night, or even if you could work in something that you find calming, you know, because I feel like it's very important for you to kind of center yourself at the moment, Leo. So even if, you know, if you could read a book instead of watching TV, or go for a walk, or even, you know, when you're doing chores, like, you know, just introduce some breath work. You know, if you find yourself getting a little anxious, or you find yourself getting a little up to high dough, you know, thinking about all the stuff you've got to do and your mind is kind of racing, just some breath work to kind of bring you back down and ground yourself would be really helpful. And you have Bronze, strengthen your body. So obviously this is supposed to be like a little, like a stomach, right? Like a breastplate. So some of you might be working on your core. It's also a number 5, so there might be, you might be, have recently kind of gotten yourself into like a better exercising routine. Like you might have started to eat better and look after your body better, you know. And if you're not doing that yet, I feel like you will be doing it soon, because I feel like there's change coming in that department. You might find that you're a lot more grounded, or this is something that's about to come into your life. And I think it's really going to help calm your brain so that you can think more clearly. Because I know what it's like, you know, being a fire sign. Like I'm an air sign, but I have a lot of fire in my chart. Because sometimes I think it must be kind of nice to be an earth sign, you know, and be that grounded and be that stable and like responsible all the time, because I'm terrible. Like it takes me, you know, like I'm always like head off in, you know, up in the clouds somewhere, and like I have to really remind myself to like do important things like exercise and eat properly and, you know, clean the house and stuff. I mean, I do clean the house, but obviously like I feel like it comes much more easily to an earth sign. So that could be something that you're dealing with at the moment, like grounding yourself. What else for Leo, please? Okay, I can take both of those. Cancer had this one too. I'm just going to take those two. So you have the green, revitalize your nervous system, and you have aqua, experience peace and calm. So I really feel very strongly, because you are like a fire sign, you know, you might always find yourself kind of rushing around. You might always find you know, you have a list of a million things to do long, like you're not sleeping enough, you're not resting enough, you're not really giving your brain, like you're not really giving yourself a chance to kind of clear your brain. So like all the thoughts are just kind of rushing around, and it's when it's like that, it's actually difficult to decipher individual thoughts, you know. 33 is also a master number. You might want to look that number up. It's quite a powerful one. It's got a lot involved in it. But I feel like you're coming into a real period of peace and calm at the moment, and I feel like it's because you are kind of centering yourself, going within and like grounding yourself in your body, which may be something new for you. With the revitalize your nervous system as well, I said the same thing for Cancer. Like, you may kind of be coming out of like a very stressful period or something like that. Like, you may be dealing with things, this could, you know, it could go way back, or something that's, you know, maybe you've just had a really stressful couple of years or something that you're finally kind of coming out of and starting to deal with the kind of nervous energy that's left behind, you know. Like, you might be doing a lot of purging, but I feel like getting yourself into this very calm space, like maybe you're meditating, maybe you're doing your breath work, you know, maybe you're going for more walks, maybe you're turning the TV off so you can actually think, maybe you're journaling. But I feel like whatever it is you're doing, like, it's really helping your nerves, because you might be generally quite an anxious person. I'm not taking all this, Spirit. Right, what else for Leo, please? Okay, you have yes. Cancer had that too. Okay, so you have a big fat yes coming in from the universe, whatever it is, Leo. You have romance. They've been doing this. I've been trying to do career readings and they've been sneaking in the romance. It's maybe because I've not done a love reading for a while. They're like, bitch, people need to know about love. So it's yes to the dress, Leo. You have a yes coming in terms of romance. So I don't know if you've been stressing out, excuse me, Leo. Like, maybe there's someone that you've not heard from for a super long time and you're kind of wondering, like, what the hell's going on there? It's a yes, you know. Or maybe you're thinking like, oh my god, am I ever going to meet anyone ever again? Yeah, you are. That might be one of the reasons that they are trying to get you calm at the moment, because, you know, you might spend all your time kind of running around trying to get things done, you know, getting that big list of things done, right? But actually what they're saying is it's time to go inward. Like, it's time to make time for you, so that when this romance arrives, you're actually gonna, you know, be able to deal with it. Because, you know, maybe if this person had arrived 6 months ago, you know, your body would have been a mess and you would have been too tired. And sometimes the thing is, you don't even realize, like, you're rushing around so much, and then you think, like, if I did meet someone now, where would they fit into my schedule? Like, how would I even fit this person into my schedule? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, maybe things have started to calm down a lot for you recently, Leo. Like, you stopped running around so much. Like, you've kind of made yourself open your schedule a bit more, and it's to make room for whoever this person is coming in. So you definitely have romance on the way. So yeah, if you were wondering about a person, like you've not heard from them for a while, you're wondering what's the dealio, what's going on there, they are coming. All right, I feel like you're being prepared for it in the near future. Okay, let's see what else comes out around that one. You have remain positive. Okay, so you're kind of in a stage. I love, see this little card here? I love him. Isn't he cute? Look at that smile. He's so cute. I love that card. So you have in the near future and remain positive. So, you know, Leo, you might be wanting things to move a lot faster than they are, right? Maybe things are feeling kind of slow, but that's because you're a fire sign, right? Not everybody moves as fast as you do, right? So maybe you're getting yourself into a kind of feeling of, you're like, oh my god, nothing's working, nothing's moving, like, I'm so bored of this, like, nothing ever changes, you know. And maybe you're kind of getting yourself into a bit of a negative mindset. Like, don't do that, okay? Just be assured that, like, this person is coming, romance is coming. You're gonna see movement in the near future, okay? Just remain positive. Because the thing is, every time you say to yourself, like, oh, this person's not coming, it actually takes energy away from the manifestation, because the way that I always see manifestation is like, manifestation is the combination of imagination and work, right? So when those two things kind of, when you do them together, it's almost like building a tower, right? So you're kind of building the tower, being positive, doing your work, building the tower, and then all of a sudden you have like a bad day and you start thinking negatively, and it's like boom, boom, boom. It takes a couple of rows out of the tower, right? That's the way that I see it anyway. So if you, and I feel like you're getting more into this anyway. I feel like you're becoming a lot more calm, a lot more able to control your emotions, or this is what they want you to do anyway. So it's like when you start to recognize yourself going down that path of like, oh, I'm feeling really frustrated and angry today, you can catch it in time and be like, no, that's just emotions. My emotions don't rule me. I can control these, you know, and then it gets you back on track. Okay, you have weights. And he's got his little sword there as well, so there is going to be a breakthrough, okay? So don't rush off and do something crazy, okay? Just kind of keep doing what you're doing. Just chill, keep working on your body, you know, getting all that good food in it, doing some exercise, clearing out your mind, getting yourself into a nice peaceful state, maybe dealing with some past demons here, but in a very relaxed way. Just wait, because what you want is coming. And one more for Leo, please. Within the next few weeks, I'm just going to take that top one. So there you go. They don't often give you, you know, 2 cards about time, but like things are going to start happening within the next few weeks, okay? I was having a rant about this in a different reading. I don't like that word few. What the hell does it mean? Why do we even have that word? Because like sometimes it means 3 weeks, sometimes it means 7. What the hell? What kind of useless word is that, right? So I don't know. It could be 3 weeks, it could be several, that's another one. What does that mean? It could be several weeks. But just stay positive because it is coming, okay? You're just being prepared. This has kind of turned into more of a love reading. Okay, let's get back to the career. Okay, so you have, all right. This is interesting the way it's come out. You have the 7 of Swords with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and it's kind of come out underneath this emerald, calm your mind, body and soul. So I feel like you've been massively overthinking, okay? You know, sleepless nights about your career, maybe about love as well, but you know, it is supposed to be a money and career reading. So, you know, you might have been very stressed about your career, like about finances, but I see you moving away from that, okay? Like I see you realizing, because I do see you like being more calm, like meditating more, maybe journaling more, and because you're doing that, you're able to recognize, you're like, no, that's a pattern. There's no need for me to stress. Like I'm working myself up over nothing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you're starting to trust more in the universe, you know, and the thing is, you have the sun here, you know, the sun is coming out, and also that's one of your cards, Leo, so I feel like strengthening your body is actually really helping you become a lot more calm and centered. Do you know what I mean? And you also have the Empress here, so I'm going to reshuffle these, but you have the Empress here, so I feel like there's definitely like a period of calm and like abundance coming in for you, and it's like the more that you chill and allow it to happen, the easier it'll come in. So you have the Star for strength in your body. Okay, so you're doing some healing of your body, okay? Your body's getting healed at the moment from, you know, it could be things that you've been ignoring for a long time, like maybe you've been so concerned with like your money and so concerned with like, you know, rushing around and getting things done, but you're feeling a lot more calm now. There's definitely a new beginning coming in here. you have the Ace of Wands and the Fool. And I feel like it's like the more that you center yourself and the more that you work on your body, like the calmer you get, and then this kind of, maybe a new idea is going to emerge for you. What else for Leo, please? What else for Leo, please? Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. And then I want to put these guys here. So you're about to become unstuck. Okay, you have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, but it was in the reverse. Okay, so you maybe have been feeling kind of stuck. You've been feeling like things are not moving, but there's been reasons for that. Okay, I'm going to talk about them in a minute, but I think things are going to start moving very suddenly for you with the Wheel of Fortune here. I would just enjoy this period of peace and calm that you have now, because I feel like this romance is going to hit you very quickly. I feel like this person's going to come a little out of nowhere. And I think you're going to be busy. In terms of, you have underneath green, revitalize your nervous system, you have the Moon, and you have the King of Swords. So I feel like because of things that have gone down in your past, and I feel like this has turned into less of a career reading, I do apologize, I cannot control the cards. Because of something that's, or like some things that have happened in your past, you're very on guard. Like you're very, you really got your guard up here. Like you're really trying to make sure you don't get hurt. And there's some subconscious fears and subconscious anxieties and subconscious emotions here that I feel have been coming out, or they're about to come out, or they're just very gently coming out. Okay, I don't feel like it's anything really like when it comes out it's going to floor you. I think it's just you're gradually, like the reason that you've been in this period of stuckness is, one, they were trying to get you to calm down and come out of this period of stress and anxiety. Two, I feel like you were strengthening your body in preparation for this person. And you know, three, I feel like they were giving you time to kind of gradually release this anxiety and stress from the past and this defensiveness from the past, because they can't make you do it all at once, right? Because it would be too much for your nervous system, it would just overload it. So they make you do it in little bits, right? So you might have noticed over the, like, or since, if this is someone you've already met, since you met this person, or I want to say like in the last year, you may have noticed that you've kind of had random bursts of emotions that maybe you wouldn't usually have had, right? And it's kind of this stress and anxiety and like pent up emotions from the past coming out. Okay, yeah, you're definitely moving away from anxiety. Okay, with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like this is maybe your go-to thing is like to be really stressed and be really anxious and like overthink everything. Alright, yeah, we're not taking all these, but see, you have the Ten of Wands here, so there's also a tendency to carry a lot of things by yourself. To think that, like with the Queen of Wands here, to kind of think that you have to do everything all by yourself. The Queen of Wands can be like hyper independent, you know, someone that's kind of, for one reason or another, kind of got herself into this like kind of mindset of like, I can't trust anyone, or like, you know, I can't let down my defenses with anyone because they'll just take advantage of me, or they'll just betray me, or they'll just leave, or, you know, I'm just better off by myself, doing things by myself. Hyper independence. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here, so you've been very focused on your money. I want to say there's a reason that I've tried to do a career reading for you and nothing about your career has come out. Is I think they're trying to say it's like actually a time for you to kind of focus less on your career and focus more on your personal life and more on yourself, like more on your body, more on your mind, body and soul. Because I feel like you've worked very, very hard in the past year to kind of get yourself a certain amount of money or get yourself a certain amount of status. Like you may have your own business that you've worked very, very hard on. You've been rushing around trying to get this money, you know, or trying to get your business sorted out, and you're exhausted. You are exhausted. Yeah, there's like been all these burdens. I want to put her there. It's like the Queen of Wands. Like you may even be in a job like where you're a manager or you're a team leader or you're in the public eye in some way, and it's like you're able to do it in the public, but then actually you haven't really been talking to anyone in your private life, you know, or you haven't really been telling anyone what's been going on. Because I think you've been very anxious and I think you've been very stressed, and I think you've had a lot of emotions. You've been very guarded. I think you haven't really told anyone about the things that happened in your past. And I think you've kind of almost been blocking out how hard things have been, you know, because you've just been trying to do everything by yourself. But, you know, they're saying to you now with the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's okay. You're moving away from all that like really stressful times and like the anxiety and feeling like you have to do everything on your own. You're moving away from that into peace now, okay? Okay, what's this one? You have death. Dum dum dum. So yeah, this is, it's like a whole new beginning in terms of your body. I feel like, yeah, because I don't feel like you focus on your body enough. You know, I feel like you're always doing the next thing, or you're always, like I said at the beginning, like you're running around trying to make money or like get everything on your to-do list done, and maybe you kind of ignore your body. You know, I feel like that's a thing of the past now. Or you'll die. No, I'm kidding. Obviously I'm joking. I just feel like that's a thing of the past now. I feel like now you've got yourself into a place where you're like, no, like this is not how it should be. Like I shouldn't be working myself into the ground. I shouldn't be exhausted all the time. Like I should be taking time out to rest the vehicle, you know what I mean? And to groom and to look nice and make myself feel good. Okay, what else for Leo, please? Straight on the floor. Okay. Oh yeah, things are gonna, let me just reshuffle because they came out together. I think things are about to happen very quickly for you. That was the Knight of Swords. So you have this is kind of a love reading. But like I said, I feel like it's just that your life is about to become less focused on money and your work and more on, I feel like, this connection coming in. So yeah, it is what it is. You have experienced peace and calm, the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups. So I feel like there's a love offer coming in here, and I feel like it's going to come out of the blue. So they're actually saying like, enjoy the peace and quiet while you have it, Leo, because you're actually being prepared for this person coming in. They could be a Pisces or a water sign. They don't have to be at all, because obviously that's not going to apply for everyone, right? But very, very sweet. They might be a little younger than you, or just like you're maybe the more mature person, but very, very sweet, very, very polite, very, very open. You know, the Page of Cups is like a kind of an unexpected message, and it may be quite emotional with the Page of Cups there. This person, it might get quite emotional with this person kind of quick. I mean, I don't mean like the first thing that they say is going to be like, they're not going to call you up and be like, oh my god, I love you. Hopefully, because that would be a bit creepy, right? Yeah. Just goes to show how I think. But yeah, like I feel like it might progress to emotions quite quickly in the relationship. So I feel like it's been very important for you to kind of release these like subconscious fears that make you defensive with other people. And it may not just be in love, that may be something that you do with people in general because of like things that have happened in your past. Because with this revitalize your nervous system, you know, trauma tends to get stored in the nervous system. So like if you are someone who experienced, I don't know, say you had 2 or 3 years where things were really, really, really stressful for some reason, right? Or you may have grown up with that. Or you may have been in a relationship where it was like 10 years of that, right? It gets stored in the nervous system. So sorry, Leo, you know, like like Britney Spears, right? Like, I don't know if you noticed, but like kind of before it came out that she was in the conservatorship and all this stuff, like the pictures of her just showed her being increasingly like more and more pent up and like tense looking, right? And I think it had just been like a build up, you know, of all these years of kind of being abused and like not really being able to speak her mind and all this kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, and I feel like there's been a bit of a release of that because you know that's not where you are anymore. Because if you see pictures of her now, she's like super chill and doesn't look like she's tensing her face and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Hope it's coming across properly. So yeah, I feel like you've been kind of getting yourself out of this defensive mode so this person can come in. Because they might want to be quite emotional with you, Leo. Okay, and there's your strength. So there's you. But yeah, I feel like you've been kind of learning to... like, the strength card is all about being compassionate with people and being kind with people. So I'm not saying that you weren't being compassionate and kind, but you may have kind of had your walls up with people because of stuff that you dealt with in the past, right? Because I've said this in your readings before, people tend to come for Leo because you're always in the spotlight. You don't actively seek out the spotlight, but that is your job. That's one of the reasons that you're here, is to shine, be a leader. So people tend to come for you, you know, like, oh, that bitch thinks she's so great. Like, why do you think you're so great? Just shut up, right? And if you get enough of that over the years, you know, it gets to you, right? And you end up with this like really stressful place where you kind of can't relax because you think people are always going to attack you, right? So even when you meet new people, like your guard is just up, you know, because you're like, well, I know what you're going to do. You're going to come for me, so I'm not going to let you in. I'm just going to show you like the very outer core of me. We're going to have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke, but you're not getting any further than that. I'm just going to charm you and I'm going to make you think that you got past my defenses, but you don't know anything about me and you never will. But with the strength here, you know, I feel like it's like you've been letting down your guard and you're kind of getting almost more into other people's shoes and being like, okay, so I don't actually think this person meant to insult me. I think what they meant was this, 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 and this. I think maybe I thought they were trying to insult me because that's what I've been used to, right? So it may be something like that going on. So maybe this person that you're dealing with, like, maybe there's been a bit of a break with this person, right? Or maybe it's someone new, but it's just maybe taking you a bit of time to kind of let this person in. And like maybe you're I don't know, maybe if there's been a delay, you've been thinking, oh well, fuck this person, and like, you know, what are you doing, like messing me around like this, like screw you, you can just get yourself the fuck, do you know what I mean? But actually when your defenses are coming down, you may get yourself into more of a like, okay, so I see where you're coming from, like, you know, you just weren't ready when we met, or like maybe it was just not the right time, or something like this, right? Because also with the strength card talks about a relationship that is it's based on something very, very strong and very, very stable, because it's two people who can connect, who can actually talk about what they want, right? because maybe before, when you first met this person, you were still in this King of Swords energy where you wouldn't have let them see, you know. So maybe there's going to be a conversation where this person's like, hey boo, what do you want, where do you see this going, like what are you looking for? And maybe before you'd be like, well, I'm not going to tell them I'm looking for a commitment because they'll run away, or you know, I'm not going to let, you know, I'm not going to say too much because, you know, I'm not going to let them see what I'm thinking, because then they'll be able to play me or something. Whereas now you would be maybe much more like, okay, so you know, I'm not looking for any one night stands, I'm looking for something serious, you know. Yeah, you're much more able to have that kind of interaction with someone because your defenses are down, right? So this was a bit of a crap career reading, which I do apologise for, Leo, but you know, like I said, I think it's just generally, I think you're moving into a period of your life now where the focus is going to be like much less about worrying about money and worrying about a job, and more kind of looking after your body and like letting this person in, whoever they are. And I think it's going to happen very soon, like you're talking weeks here. So I hope this was useful. I hope it was useful, Leo. Many thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it and it resonated with you and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I'd appreciate that very much. Many blessings, Leo. Live in light.